a slight favorite once again at home for Game 2 on Sunday. KD is expected to be out for Game 2, but Yahoo's Chris Haynes reports he is expected to return at some point midway through the finals, barring a setback, with Game 4 being the logical option. Shannon, who wins Game 2?
Hold on before I do that. Skip, this segment sponsored by Hilton.
Yeah, what do you got?
I got a vacation coming up in July. Hey, Hilton, I need a room for about 6 days.
Where are you going?
Nice room, too.
So where did that come from?
That?
What did that mean?
I just saw it was sponsored by Hilton, and so I figured we got to.
So you're trying to get the hookup on live TV from our sponsor?
Why not?
I don't know.
Never
We're
been
talking
done
about
before.
Game 2. It sounds like a man who's afraid of what he's about to have to say. Right? Somebody's trying to change the subject.
Toronto.
It's not going to work.
I got
Shannon.
Toronto.
You got Toronto?
Toronto.
Time out. America and Canada. He's got Golden State in 6. So that means if he has Toronto, that means Golden State is then going to win 4 straight games? Is that how the math works?
That might happen.
Yeah, that's hard to
the
do.
tall, skinny guy's on the way back.
Oh, but you've also told me the tall, skinny guy could screw up the works.
No. Here's the thing, Skip. For me, is that they're running out of options. I mean, you're possibly down. KD, I don't believe KD's going to play Game 3. But if they go down 0-2, he might have to move that timeline up, that Game 4 timeline up to a Game 3.
Maybe.
Skip, okay, Iggy. And although Iggy's not going to give you 20 on the regular, he plays great defense, and he normally hits timely threes. Okay, you're already down KD. You see, last night in the first quarter, Skip, when the shots is not falling from distance, that's when you can tell the tall, skinny guy, hey, bro, go get down the block and dump it down to him, and he shoot over everybody and get your bucket. Because you remember, Skip, in Game 3 last year in the finals against the Cavs, Steph ended the game with 10 points. Clay had like 13, but KD couldn't miss.
Best player on the planet. Well, did he not show you? Was that not the turning point game?
You keep interrupting me.
I'm just trying to...
They got away with no KD in Portland.
Okay.
And they got away with no KD for a quarter and a game against Houston.
They sure did.
I do not believe they can fully get away with it now, especially after they let this one get away from them. Because Toronto is going to be playing with the utmost confidence. They know they can put a stranglehold on this. They really, and so he's like, okay, Kevin Durant's going to come back. But we don't know what version of Kevin Durant's going to come back.
Yeah.
Skip, he's been away for a long period of time. He hadn't practiced. So you're asking him, and that game would be to play Sunday, Game 2. That means the next game would be Wednesday.
Correct.
In almost 5 weeks, well, that'd be 4 weeks. Skip, that's a long time. So we don't know what version that Kevin Durant's going to come back at. Now, we know what he represents, but they need a third scoring option. Clay going to give you what he gives you. Steph is going to be Steph. Steph is great.
They were both pretty good last night.
But they needed that third. See, that's what makes them unbeatable in a series when they got KD.
Okay.
Because if you get, KD give you 30. KD is a 30-point-a-game average guy in the finals. And that's what he normally gives you. You didn't get that last night. You didn't get that third option. And that's what makes them...
You got 10 from Draymond. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, right?
Yeah. So KD would have gave you another 20 on top of that.
All right.
Draymond might have had 15 assists because he'd have been dishing to KD. Skip, it's going to be very difficult for them without a third scoring option to beat this team with the weight, with their length. Siakam plays defense. Gasol, Kawhi, we know what Kawhi represents. And then they bring Serge at you. Van Fleet, he's not the greatest, but he's physical. They were Steph and him was battling.
Fair.
Steph trying to get position and tried to release. He's like, nah, bro, stay right here. I got you.
I agree.
So yeah, I'm going to take Toronto, but, you know.
And then Golden State's going to win 4 in a row, or are we flipping picks?
Hold on. I need Toronto to win because don't you want to see my cornrow wig on Monday?
So you're rooting now for a selfish reason against your own pick, right?
It's really hard to follow
You're rooting against your own pick.
Hey, well, here's the thing, Skip. I've been carrying on what's going on in America, and I see people do that all the time. Vote against their best self-interest.
You know, it happens.
So I've got to pick against my own self-interest.
Doesn't mean it's right,
Well,
Shannon.
does this mean you are flipping your pick to Toronto?
No.
What are you? Are you changing the game?
Hold on. It's like, Jenny asked me a question. Shannon, Game 2 on Sunday, who wins?
Who wins?
That's what she asked me. She didn't ask me who wins.
Now I'm just doing the math.
That's not your job. You're not the host.
It is my job.
No. You're not the moderator.
My job
Jenny
is
gets
to
asked the
keep
question.
you in line.
Jenny-
I'm your Adam Silver, right?
Should I ask the question? Are you flipping your pick?
Jenny, you already asked me a question. It's Skip's turn now.
I'll let you think about that one a little
So,
bit.
is it Golden State in 7?
Might be Golden State and 8.
In 8?
Oh.
Maybe.
There you go.
Somebody on this side of the table is sticking with his Golden State in 7. That's
Okay.
what I said.
Even if they go down 2-0, 0-2?
They're going to figure out, slowly but surely, how to win at least one game on the road, which is how they would
gonna
have to win
yes.
Game 7, right?
Yes.
So, by the way, just a quick point of order. At the end of the game last night, I tweeted, that sound you hear is Kevin Durant healing quickly.
I saw
That's
that.
what's happening.
That was a good tweet.
Thank you, Jim.
Yeah,
I
makes
appreciate
sense.
that. So you actually
For selfish
follow
reasons.
and you stalk.
For selfish reasons, you do it self-pub now.
Huh?
You tweet it.
I thought it was creative.
That's why I'm going to catch you.
Healing up real fast.
That's why I'm going to catch you on Twitter, too.
You're going to catch me on Twitter?
Yep.
You have nothing to say on Twitter. That's your problem.
I do.
Yeah? Oh, do you? Okay.
I be so enthralled in the game. I tweet from time to time.
Oh, dude.
You see those refs missed those 2 kick balls, too, last night.
Yeah,
Tweeted that.
that just changed the whole game.
Yeah, but they did.
We should have led the show with that. Ref misses 2 kick balls. Did you tweet that?
I did.
Did you?
And he did miss.
Boy, that's a stunner. I bet that had a lot
Sorry,
of
I missed
impressions.
that one, Shannon.
Right? That might have had
Go ahead, make your point. I'm
2
gonna see.
impressions, maybe.
Man, you a hater. Skip. I need you to stop hating so much. You didn't used to be like this when I first joined the show, but now you hate a lot.
Really? I
feel
don't
like
know
I'm
that.
Kawhi. I feel like I'm Kawhi.
Oh,
But-
you're tweeting right now.
But
No.
you know how it is. You hate because you love, right? It's
Is
the
that
way
what
to
it is?
express your affection,
Okay,
right?
I appreciate that.
So back to your point. I'm going to give you this much. Toronto wound up a 1.5-point favorite in Game 1, although they opened as a 1.5-point underdog. So the betting public was correct, as I told you yesterday. They're on the right side of this, and now this has swung around. But it opened 1.5. Toronto by 1.5 is the favorite, and then it got bet down to pick 'em, and then it went right back up. So they're right where they were for Game 1.
Great.
And I'm going to give you this. I tweeted this, I said this last Monday. I believe Golden State will win Game 2, but I don't have great conviction about it after what I saw last night.
Right.
So would I be shocked if this turns into a home sweet home series? Because we've seen this happen before with Golden State and Houston. That was right on track to be, remember, you win 2 at home, then they win 2 at home, right?
And then somebody gagged the bit.
Somebody gagged it, but somebody had the bit right between their teeth when KD went out, and they spit the bit, as they say in horse racing, right?
Yes.
Okay? So, to me, I still say that Steve Kerr and company will go back to the film room as we speak and figure this out. Because an interesting thing was said by Klay Thompson after the game. No, we're not very familiar with Toronto. Well, I'm not saying they took them lightly, but you did have 4 days to get ready. 5, effectively. 5 days of film study to get ready. And you did play them twice, even though the one game, number 2 didn't play, and the other game, Steph and Draymond did not play. So it wasn't a level playing field either game.
Right.
So maybe it added up to nothing.
What?
Maybe it.
Is it like playing a West opponent that you see all the time?
Yeah.
Is it like playing the Cavaliers who you saw in the last 4 finals so you know what they're going to do?
All right.
No, it's not. But like you said, that's no excuse.
He said no excuse also. But he also buttoned up that comment by saying, we will respond like the champions we are. And I believe that they will. I believe they at least will focus a little more attention on Siakam because you can't let him score 5 out of 5 baskets in transition. That's just wrong.
Right.
He scored 5 times on breaks because he can score on the break because he can swoop to the
So you're going to focus on Siakam?
Yeah.
So you want old Claw to get loose, huh?
You know, Claw's hurt and he's a little handicapped and he's a little slow, and you said he can't explode. So why would you focus on him?
If you don't mind me asking, what's the most dangerous animal? A wounded one.
Really? Wounded tiger?
Yeah, when he back down, any animal that's wounded, try it and see what happens.
Really?
Yeah.
A garden snake?
They did.
I don't know. I don't know. That's what
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
But theoretically, a garden snake is not an animal.
Okay.
But anyway.
So, again, DeMarcus Cousins got forced back into the rotation last night. And to your credit and point, you didn't love it, I didn't love it, and it didn't feel like it worked last night.
You have to change too much of what they score against what they do.
He played 8 minutes, and he's such a big body. And I know you can argue he can bang with Gasol a little better than Looney can, but it's just not enough production. Plus, it disrupts the flow.
Yes. Because he needs the ball.
Yeah.
Kevon Looney doesn't need the ball. Kevon Looney is perfectly fine setting picks, diving to the basket, getting rebounds. He's fine with that. Boogie Cousins needs the ball because he's a big that wants to score, that can score. So he needs the ball in his hand. Toronto is perfectly fine with that because if he has the ball in his hands, guess who doesn't? Steph and Clay. We can live with that.
Okay. So I'm going to guess that DeMarcus won't be in the rotation in game 2. And I'm also going to guess he's not going to be happy about it because he has a star's ego because he's earned a star's ego. He's an all-star.
Yes.
And Steve Kerr is sitting on the hottest seat in these finals because these are hard choices to make. We're about to talk about Kevin Durant coming back. That's a hard choice to make depending on his health or lack thereof.
Right.
So are you going to keep forcing DeMarcus back into this rotation? Are you going to try to play more minutes? Or do you see on your stat sheet there who didn't get to play? Bogut didn't play a second last night. Bogut is a much better defender and rim protector and could cause Siakam more problems than DeMarcus can, right?
And those bigs, Kevon Looney and Bogut, are better situated because they're perfectly fine. We heard De'Aaron Fox say it yesterday. Those guys want to set picks. They want to set solid picks because they want to get Steph and Clay great looks. Not the guys